In this lecture, we are visiting the dial control in Qt Quick. This control basically allows the user to spin around a circle like this and choose values from a predefined range. Let's go to Qt Creator and play with us. Okay, here we are in Qt Creator. We are going to create our project. It's going to be a Qt Quick application as usual. We're going to call it dial demo. Save it in the usual location, hit next, choose your Qt version, and choose your kit, and finish. We are going to change the title here to dial demo, and inside we are going to put a column component. Import Qt Quick. Controls the latest version as of now, which is 2.4. We want this to have the same width as the parent, and we want to have a spacing of 40 as usual. And inside we want to put a label component that says what this thing does. Down here we put a dial component, and we can go to the documentation of it to see what it is and what it does. It is similar to a traditional dial knob that is found on devices such as stereos and industrial equipment. It allows the user to specify a value within a range. It basically looks like this. If we look at the properties, there is a from value, a to value, and other properties that you can look at if you are interested. We're going to go back to our code, close this down. We want this centered horizontally, so we're going to say encores horizontal center, parent, horizontal center. We want this to start from 1 and go up to 100, and we want it to start at 50, right in the middle. We also want to know when the value changes, so we're going to say on value changed, and we are going to console log the value. Say, let's concatenate this to this literal string and say value. And I noticed that we have a typo in here, so we're going to say parent width instead of only saying parent, because we want this to be the same width as its parent, which is this window here. If we run now, we're going to see our knob here. Okay, you see that it is right in the middle. If we try and move it, you see that the progress is going towards 100. We reach the top, it says 100, and we can turn it back. Okay, the user can choose a value in between here. Another thing I've seen people do a lot is if you don't want to have decimal values here, you can turn this value into integers very easily by using some JavaScript functions that are available to you. You can say math floor to have it rounded to the lowest value. So you can say math floor value. And if you run again, you're going to see integers. You can also round up by saying math ceiling, something like this. Run again. It basically looks the same. It is a matter of your own choice, what you want to use, depending on your requirements. If we go back to the documentation, there is another property I want you to pay attention to, and it is this wrap here. What it does, it holds whether the dial wraps when dragged. For example, when this property is set to true, dragging the dial past to the to position will result in the handle being positioned at the from position. In our case, if we go past 100, it is going to go back to 1. If we go past 1, it's going to go to 100. I personally don't like this behavior because it confuses the users, but if you need it, It is a matter of coming here and saying wrap and set this to true and run the application. And if you go past 100, you see that it comes to 1. You can go up again. And if you decrease and go past 1, you see that it jumps to 100. Okay, now you know how to use the dial control to let the user choose a value from a predefined range. In the next lecture, we're going to look at the frame control. I'll see you there.